What's good, everyone? Today we are on Splitgate and I'm gonna show you my settings fully and show you what I think is the best, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So if you go into settings here, you see it is very clearly. So first of all, screen mode, always put it at full screen. It's always best. Resolution depends on your monitor. VSync turned off, but it should be off by default. Then FPS, turn this up the highest you can, but keep in mind that it can't technically go higher than the hertz of your PC. So for example, mine is 240 hertz, so I could put it on 240 and it wouldn't matter. The difference between this and 300 plus would not matter for me. Then next, field of view, it's on 90 usually, put it up to 103. Most important thing you gotta change by far. Then onto the actual settings. Viewing distance is not that important. You're never gonna have a situation where you're actually gonna look far, and if so, it's not gonna affect the quality at all. So I'd say medium. That's what I do. Post processing depends. I'm putting this on ultra, but you can do whatever you want. Again, shadow quality, no matter what, you should turn this down. It's not important in this game. You should definitely just turn it on low. It's not useful at all. Texture quality, you could put on ultra, but if you got a bit of a lower PC, then you can put it on high. It's all up to you. Visual effects, now this is an interesting one. I'll put this on medium, right? So the reason I put this on medium and not on ultra is not because of actual performance. It's because the visual effects of abilities, etc., actually just block your vision sometimes. Sometimes it's just very chaotic to look at. So that's why I turn it down, so there's just less particles to look at, but I still know what's going on. So that's definitely something important to keep in mind. High reflection, I put a medium, but I could also put it on low. Medium or low, I'd say. You don't need any more of that. It's not that important. It's matching with the shadow quality essentially. So then moving on, the portals, no matter what, you gotta have this at ultra. Just being able to look through the portals the actual way it is, and with the frame rate as well. For example, if you'd put this at low, you're not even gonna get the 288 FPS looking through the portal. Like, your whole game is except for the thing you're looking through the portal, so you're gonna have a delay and just end up missing your shots through the portal. Now here, you don't gotta pay no mind to this. It's not that important. Now here, most importantly, customize controls, your keybinds, is up here on the top. At first, I did not realize it was here. So again, go to input, customize controls. Right here, you can change everything. You just have your basic movement. Let's go over this. My keyboard is a bit different. It's EQSD, so I just use that. Then jumping, space, scratch at toggle. Wait, left control actually. Then sprint, just left shift. Then importantly, the portals. How do I place them? I place my left portal with mouse wheel down and right with mouse wheel up. I think that's the best way. Only downside, you can't shoot while you're shooting a portal, but normally you wouldn't be able to anyways. So it's a little delay, but this is the quickest way to place portals, I've noticed. Unless you place it on your side buttons of your mouse, which I've done here, following up. So you could swap this around if you want to, but I prefer this. I prefer using the scroll wheel for placing the portals, and then using my two side buttons on the side of my mouse to close the portals. I don't use X, I don't use this. I think the new system they did is kind of dumb. So just immediately try getting used to closing left and right portal separately. I think that's the best way. that you can actually play competitively. Now next up, weapon forward. I've got this on 1 on top of my keyboard, so it's the and the reason why is because I can't put it anywhere down there because of the abilities already and pings. So I just put it up here. It's like you'd swap from like what item slot 1 to 2 to 3. I just do the 1 to move on from weapon. You only have 2 weapons, so you're gonna rotate to it anyways. So I don't really use this. Then, like I said, faction ability. For me, it's A. It's above my Q, above my movement. It's pretty simple. You can just tap it. It's easy. Then, something importantly to keep in mind is some people will like to ping with actual mouse click. With the actual middle mouse button, I mean. But I prefer to melee like this, because if you're not shooting, you're gonna melee attack, right? So it's a bit tricky if you like scroll down on accident while you're trying to click it. You'll lose your fight essentially. But for the rest, I think this is awesome. I use this: fire weapon, normal, left mouse click, aim on sides, right mouse click, reload, R, simple. Then I use equipment G. I'm not sure about this yet. I might change it, but for now I'm keeping it here because you don't really use it that much or that often, and it's just a little stretch for your left hand. Then again, primary weapon, secondary weapon. You just want to stay off of this, you don't really need it. Ping, I got this on E actually. I think it's important. So as you can see, when I ping once, it shows a yellow ping, and it just says, oh yeah, I can go to here, alright. And if there's an enemy, you can press, so for me, I press E twice, and then it turns into a red ping. I think this is really useful. It's a basic ping system, and it's actually visible. So I use E. Now, lastly, interact F to grab up stuff. Comms wheel, you can do emotes, etc. Inspect weapon. I. you're not gonna use it that often. And yeah, all the rest is just default. Push to talk T. Might do that V. Not sure. Enter chat. Enter scoreboard tab. Is that easy? So for audio, actually, I'm turning my announcer volume down a lot. I got into a game, and I thought, wow, this is loud. Let me turn it down. So yeah, I turned that down. Master volume, gameplay volume. It depends to your taste, honestly, and to your own audio on your PC. But I got it like this. Then music volume, I actually do have this pretty high. I like the music. You don't really get distracted by music in game anymore. So it doesn't really matter. You just don't have some fun music on. Keep this on. I like it. I like the soundtrack. It's awesome. On to gameplay. I turned off blood because again, it just creates like this clutter of vision and you can't really see much. That is something very important, so turn this off. Smart portal swapping, show enemy team colors, just keep it the same as it was default. For voice chat volume, again, it just depends on you. But personally, I like it like this. I like having this all on because I want to communicate with my team, right? So you can change that here. Then this, I would keep it on. I would keep crossplay enabled. I'd say it's pretty important. If you're playing on PlayStation and you don't want to play against PC, fair enough. Click it off. That's just how it works. It's that simple. Now, accessibility, color correction. This is basically for blindness and color blind people, so don't really mind that. Subtitles, keep this off, and other colors, I like them the way they are, actually. Usually I would change them, but I actually like the way they are. But if you would like to change them, you can actually change anything you want. So yeah, keep that in mind. Then crosshairs. I haven't really looked at this too much, but if I were you, I would just keep your crosshair simple, because when you're seeing somebody, it changes anyways. It changes color anyways to like blue. So having this as like yellow or something is kind of confusing. I would say white, or else you do yellow, if you really want another color. Because yellow, you see it quickest and you can see a bit easier. Then you got the crosshairs for the rest. Honestly, do what you want, but you could change this to whatever you want as well. Something important to keep in mind is, for example, for the shotgun, use Diamond 2. Diamond 2 is the exact outline of the shotgun shells. So you want to use this Diamond 2 on your shotgun. You're going to have that here as well. So it'll just be like that. Now, those are the settings. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, if you want to see more tips or something, more tips videos, more gameplay videos, more just talking over videos, then definitely stick around, subscribe, and yeah, that's about it. See you in the next one. Peace.